All right, so check it out. Whenever I tell my husband that we're having bourbon glazed pork chops for dinner, he's immediately hungry. And I love making this dinner because I know I'm going to get a super tender and juicy pork chop that's really flavorful with an easy glaze. It's not hard to make at all. All right, so the first step is to get our pork chops in a brine. That's going to lock in flavor, it's going to lock in moisture. Let me show you how to do it.
In a small saucepan, combine 1 cup of water, a 1/4 cup of salt, a tablespoon of sugar, and a tablespoon of peppercorns. Bring the mixture up to a boil and then turn off the heat. We're going to add that mixture to 3 cups of ice water and set it aside while we prepare our pork chops. I like to trim the extra fat off of my pork chops because we're not going to eat it anyway. Then I'm going to get the pork chops in a zip top bag and pour the brine over. Close it up, slosh it around, and let's get this in the fridge for the next 2 to 4 hours.
Okay, so the pork chops have been in that brine for 4 hours. Now we get to go ahead and turn on our grill.
Take the pork chops out of the brine and pat them dry. Next, you're going to want to get a little vegetable oil on all sides of each pork chop. Then we're going to give it a light seasoning of the Traeger pork and poultry rub. If you don't have this, you can use a combination of smoked paprika and granulated garlic. Now that the pork chops are prepped, we can make our glaze. Get a small saucepan over medium-high heat. Add a 1/2 cup of bourbon. Something mild that you like to drink is good. 1/2 cup of brown sugar. 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. A teaspoon of granulated garlic, and a teaspoon of black pepper. Stir this to combine really well, and then let the mixture come up to a boil. Once the sugar starts to caramelize and boil more rapidly, it's getting close. After about 10 minutes, you can turn off the heat and add a tablespoon of butter. Mix that to combine, and you are ready to start glazing those pork chops.
Okay, my glaze is ready. It's nice and thick and sticky. I can tell because it clings to the back of my spoon. We're gonna get the first coating on, and then we're gonna get these pork chops on the grill. I'm gonna spoon a little bit of this on. I'm gonna save a little bit to drizzle on when we're done. These are gonna go outside. Alrighty, the grill is up to temp, so let's get these on.
Now you can get all of your pork chops directly on the grill grates. I like to lay them diagonally so that I get some cool grill marks. Close the lid and cook the pork chops for 6 minutes. Then we're going to turn the pork chops and add a second coating of that glaze. We're going to build this up over time so that it's sticky and delicious. You're going to flip the pork chops after they've cooked for 12 minutes total. Continue to brush the pork chops about every 6 minutes to build up that flavor. We're going to cook these until they reach an internal temperature of 140 degrees Fahrenheit.
All right, it's time for the best part, the slicing and eating part. There you go. So, I still got lots of moisture in there. It's tender. A little bit of that glaze left over. Here we go. I'm gonna take a little slice out of the middle. It's so good. Okay, so if you're looking for a fun recipe to cook your family, this is gonna get them to the table. You guys gotta try it. Come back and see me for more. I can't wait to cook again.